Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of WWE 13 Universe Mode. I'm Brendan, and there hasn't been an episode for a while because I'm currently sick, but I'm going to try and get this one done anyways. So if I sound a little funny or sound, retarded, that's why. So let's get straight into the main event for our Universe Mode. So Cesaro versus Roman Reigns is our first matchup on the card. It's going to be Roman Reigns getting the win. The Usos continue their rivalry against the Primetime Players, and they get the win as well. Naomi versus Natalya, good Divas action here with Naomi getting the win. Drew McIntyre versus Epico with Drew McIntyre winning. And Mysterio, Ryback, and R-Truth in our main event. On main event, it's R-Truth getting the win. So let's go ahead and let's go to Smackdown. Vince, please just hear me out for a second here. I know I lost my match against the Big Show at Vengeance. I know that. But I came so close a couple of times now. I just think one more chance and I will finally win the World Heavyweight Championship. So can you please just name me as the #1 contender for Money in the Bank? I'll do anything to prove it. Alright. You know what? I'll give you an opportunity. Tonight, there's going to be a fatal 4-way match. Sheamus versus Mark Henry versus Alberto Del Rio versus Dolph Ziggler. The winner faces the Big Show and Money in the Bank for the World Heavyweight Championship. How's that for you? Alright, so by the looks of it, we have a huge matchup for tonight's Smackdown show. So, as always, let's get straight into the show. We're coming off a huge pay-per-view Vengeance. Of course, if you haven't seen it, that happened a few weeks ago, I know, but if you haven't seen it, make sure you go check it out. So Wade Barrett gets to win over Cody Rhodes in our opening contest. Triple threat Divas action here. Fox, Bella, and Natalya, with Natalya winning. Team Hell No are going to take on Tons of Funk in a tag team match, which could prove to be a #1 contenders match of some sort. Team Hell No gets the win. Christian versus Damien Sandow, definitely a potential #1 contenders match, with Christian getting a big win. And here we go, main event time. Del Rio, Sheamus, Henry, and Ziggler all going at it. The winner takes on the Big Show at Money in the Bank. Fatal 4-way World Heavyweight Championship #1 contenders match. Let's get it on. And as we see Alberto Del Rio, who wanted this matchup, basically, look, Alberto Del Rio's had plenty of shots. I mean, he had a shot at Extreme Rules, he had a shot at he had a shot at Vengeance. I was trying to think if he had a shot over the limit, but that was Daniel Bryan, who is not in contention, who's not in this match. But it looks like Daniel Bryan's moved away from the World Heavyweight Championship seat and is now focusing on tag team competition. So Alberto Del Rio has a good chance tonight to finally get another shot at the Big Show World Heavyweight Championship, which you'd have to say will be his last chance. If he does win this matchup, probably will be his last chance to beat the Big Show. As we see Mark Henry, he would love a shot at the Big Show. I think he would probably give the Big Show a run for his money for his championship. And as with this man, Sheamus, the Great White, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus definitely would love a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. And I think he could definitely beat the Big Show if he does get a shot. So he's going to be looking to win this one here tonight. If he can, then you'd have to say, look out, Big Show, you're in trouble. And here's the wild card of this match, I believe. Dolph Ziggler. He's just been recently transferred over here on Smackdown. He's been on Raw for most of the time, and he's done alright. He's had some great matches with Chris Jericho. Now he's come over to Smackdown. He wants to win the World Heavyweight Championship here, and he's getting a shot here tonight as he takes on these 3 other competitors in this #1 contenders matchup. Of course, he's part of the show-offs, of course. So, I mean, if he doesn't win this one, he can always go back to tag team wrestling. But as we go, here we go. The match has started, and it started off with a big German suplex out by Alberto Del Rio. Now, guys, look, I've really been trying to revamp the series a little bit. I've been trying to work on how can I make this series continually, entertaining. This is, of course, episode 25, which is ridiculous. I didn't think that I would ever get to episode 25 in a series ever. But to get here is pretty good. I'm really happy with how the series is going. And, of course, I've been saying for quite some time that I'm going to end it at SummerSlam, which I'm not sure if I will, but I think I may change things up pretty drastically at SummerSlam. Perhaps, instead of going with the WWE how it is at the moment, we might spice our own universe mode up a little bit, and perhaps we might do a draft. I was thinking perhaps a draft would be pretty cool, and I don't know. I think that would be pretty awesome, just to spice things up a lot. I think, I don't know, we'll see. But that's one of the ideas I had. I mean, we could do some other things. You know, we could just have the one brand, or we can kind of have, I don't know, bring in some custom people. I don't know. But I really want to keep the universe mode as like the WWE today as it is. I think that's kind of what I prefer. I don't really like watching custom guys on universe modes because, you know, you don't really know them. They don't have a story behind them unless you do that yourself. Whereas, you know the characters on our game. You know the characters on our universe mode. You know who they are. You know what they're all about. You know what their what their history is and things like that. So that it helps you guys to kind of know and understand the characters in the universe mode. But I've been bringing back legends, things like that, and that's worked out pretty well. I think that's been pretty awesome. But I'd like to kind of continue doing that, and add something else to it. Kind of differentiate our universe mode in some way. How, I'm not sure, but I'm certainly looking forward to trying to figure that out. But any suggestions or anything like that, or I remember you guys are pretty much, you also dictate how this universe mode goes as well. So if you want to see something or you don't want to see something, just tell me. I know I read in your comments you guys said bring back Randy Orton already. That may happen. I never say never, but Randy Orton could return. But for now, he's definitely out of the WWE for some time. Who knows when he'll come back, if he is allowed to come back. I don't know. We'll have to talk to Vince McMahon on that one. But we'll see. But yeah, so one thing that struggled in our universe mode, I believe, is the SmackDown show. So I really want to kind of revamp and fix SmackDown up a bit. So I think starting with today, I think this is a great match to have. And I know a lot of you guys have kind of been a little bit bored. I know you haven't really actually said that, but I kind of been a little bit bored of what SmackDown's been doing and somewhat what has Raw been producing. The same matches week after week. So I'm definitely beginning to start booking my own shows a little bit. I know I've always said and always maintained that I'm gonna keep as is. Whatever we get is what we get, but it's just not working. We are getting the same repetitive thing, and I've tried to do the whole add the rivalry in game to kind of set each other up. For 3 weeks in a row, I think we had Chris Jericho versus Dolph Ziggler, and now we won't have that again because we've split them up now. But who knows? They might just still happen somehow. I don't know, but could happen on main event. God help us if it does. But I think by trying to make the show better, we need to book some matches. Even if I book 2 or 3, I think I've only really booked this match this episode. All the other ones are already there, except for I think Wade Barrett and Cody Rhodes. I also added that one in. And so universe mode, some weeks it really does put on some good matches, and it actually recognized this match here as a number 1 contenders match. So there is some real positives about universe mode, which I am quite surprised about it. I think it's a cool concept, no doubt, but I'd certainly rather see a general manager mode in place of universe mode. But I think universe mode is almost to the point where, it's good. It's almost there. I think maybe another game or another 2, we might see the perfect universe mode made if they continue doing it. I'm not too sure if they will. I haven't played 2K14. I don't know anything about it yet, but if it does, I'm hoping they can kind of fix up these storylines, and because the thing is, if we book our own show, we don't get the cutscenes and things like that. And that's the biggest problem with universe mode that we face. But, of course, now I added my own storylines and things like that anyway. So, yeah, I apologize for not really paying attention to the matchup here. But you can see it's Sheamus and Alberto Del Rio going outside the ring. And you see Mark Henry going for a pinfall here. It's just a 1 count. The 1 count glitch is also really, really frustrating. Hopefully they fix that up in the next game. And another comment regarding the next game was, not sure if this was last week, it might have been last episode, yeah, was to integrate my current series, my current universe mode series, and transfer that over to 2K14, which I think would be a really cool idea. If I could do it, I think I could do it pretty easily. Just to have the same rosters and same setups and things like that. And yeah, I could definitely do that. I think that'd be cool if you guys want to see this universe mode continue, or if you want me to do a completely brand new one. I don't know, but it's a long time till the new one comes out anyway, so we're not quite there yet. But if you guys do have any suggestions, I'd feel free to let me know. And feel free to let me know on a feud or a storyline or something you would like to see in the universe mode, and I'll see if I can do it. I'll try my best to do it. I know I suck with accents. I didn't even bother to try do Alberto Del Rio's Mexican accent. So it's just going to be me talking, and how I sound. Not how I sound now, because I sound a little sick, but how I sound normally with the voiceovers and things like that. But we'll see what we can do. As Sheamus goes for a pin. 1, 2, 3, and Sheamus gets the win. I was just about to say, Mark Henry took out Dolph Ziggler through the ringside barricade as well. And Sheamus pulls off a big upset, you'd have to say, and pinning Alberto Del Rio, the man who wanted this match. Probably not a fatal 4-way match, but he wanted a match in some regard. But Sheamus is going to go on to face the Big Show at Money in the Bank. Wow, for the World Heavyweight Championship. Sheamus finally getting a shot. I don't think he's actually had a shot for the World Championship in our universe mode yet, so something different. Sheamus gets a big win on our Smackdown on our universe mode. And here, wait, Ziggler and Sheamus shaking hands, and Sheamus acknowledging Ziggler putting up a good fight by the looks, but Sheamus is the winner. And that's going to do us for this episode, guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like and comment, subscribe. There's plenty of more universe mode videos coming up real soon, and make sure you leave your suggestions in the comments as well. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you very soon.